My name is Joanne Creighton, and I have the great privilege of being the Chief Executive Officer of Glaucoma UK. We provide services for people living with glaucoma throughout the UK and also help to raise awareness of the disease too. It's a really special year for the charity because we're marking our 50th anniversary and reflecting back over the history of those 50 years and thinking about the things that have been achieved. And they're really quite significant. One of them would be that quite early on in the charity's history, there was a major fundraising campaign to establish the role of Chair of Glaucoma and Allied Studies at the University College London. And that role is currently held by Professor Ted Garway-Heath, and he's widely recognised for his huge contribution to landmark glaucoma research. I think also that changing the name of the charity a few years ago was also a key moment. When it was established, it was called the International Glaucoma Association, but the change to Glaucoma UK helped to highlight our uniqueness and I think more accurately reflect the nature of what we do day to day. So there are a number of organisations that work to fight glaucoma across the world, but we're the only charitable organisation that's dedicated just to glaucoma support in the UK. Perhaps the other key development from those 50 years that I would pick out would be the formalisation of what was really a long-standing association with UKEGS, the UK and ERA Glaucoma Society, which officially became part of Glaucoma UK in 2019. So for those who don't know, UKEGS was originally established as you describe it, I suppose, as a scientific society, which was there to stimulate research and promote the exchange of knowledge between glaucoma professionals. But what's great, I think, about the partnership that we now have with UKEGS being part of the charity is that it really underscores that essential connection between clinical excellence and the pastoral care needs of patients. We've had great fun. We've really enjoyed doing some new awareness raising campaigns. We've had some fundraisers who've done some phenomenal things for us, which has been just so humbling to see. So that's been great. But perhaps I would say the most important thing about the anniversary is the launch of a new research fellowship. It's the first one that the charity has ever done. And we wanted something really special to mark the occasion that would have a real lasting benefit for people who are living with glaucoma. So we're currently recruiting and hopefully we're going to find a really promising early career researcher who will go on to deliver an innovative glaucoma project over the course of the next 3 years. So that's really exciting. I'd describe us as being determined not to be here when the next half century rolls round, which might sound strange, but I think everybody who's connected with the charity would just love it if the research funding we provide were to lead to something that could either reverse glaucoma sight loss or perhaps more effectively prevent it in the first place. All of our work is underpinned by two, we call them sustained impact goals. So these are ways that we want the world to be different as a result of what we do, and that sort of percolates through both our short-term work and our longer-term goals as well. So the first of those is that we want increased awareness and earlier diagnosis among the people who are most at risk of developing glaucoma. So that's a key focus for us. And the second one is that for those who do have glaucoma, who have been diagnosed, then that those people are able to live well and to maintain their sight through equitable and timely access to effective clinical care and pastoral support. However well you may be briefing your patients, they will invariably have questions or concerns that crop up after they leave you, 2 weeks later when they're standing at the sink doing their washing up. And for some, it can feel like the door out of the consulting room is one way, that it's difficult to get back through it. And that can leave people feeling very anxious about where they go for help and advice. So we want people to have that comfort, to know that, whenever the query occurs to them, that they can give us a call. So I think, the call to action would be, please use us as your pastoral partner. We absolutely accept that you're limited for time when you have patients in front of you. So we want to be there to provide that additional support. So it's not just about perhaps what practitioners can do to support us, but hopefully we want to do our bit to support you too.